It was a successful pick in a grand finals. And then
I seem to remember it being Ona's Xin Zhao, but I might be entirely wrong.
It was a Xin Zhao. I just don't remember. I don't know why I'm thinking of Peanut, but
control around that area.
There's a lot
Drake, though, is very tanky.
Yeah, there's a lot of burst damage on both sides as Doran.
Yeah, there's the gate, as we're going to need to throw out the Ragnarok. Let's see whether this kill can actually come through. The undertow, not enough, and first blood goes to Doran with the help of Faker.
It's like, got his Fury ready for an empowered W, and Faker's missing.
Well, in the meantime, Red White Gun's here for Pays, and Smash is going to have to try and cull him down. There's the bubble that connects, but it's just last hit by the Moonlight Vigil. And Pays is on the board. Showmaker can try and take him off that board, though, as point blank, the charm will connect, and down will go the Aphelios. So, bit of extra movement speed for the Ahri, but Carrier will survive.
Well, that's a big win for Dplus if they get that back. They almost get career as well.
Okay.
As I watch this from his perspective, he hits level 6, goes in for it.
Oh, meanwhile, there's more stuff happening in live, but flashes after, last hits with the ulti. And in live, we're just going to be backing away.
Yeah, in live, looking like Red White's still set up here for Pays with no ult and no sums. He has to be very careful.
Doesn't have a lot of Severum left, but I think he'll be okay with that. As Ona will be able to help clear out some vision. First Drake still hasn't gone down. As Lucid looking to dash around this fight. Ona gets a lot of damage taken, and the ulti follows him. Smashed to the ground by Lucid. Once again, having a good time here in this game number 2 in the early game, and they might be able to turn that into a dragon. Isolates the dragon, and we'll be able to take that one down. So once again, it is first Drake going over to T1.
It's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back here for Dplus, and Faker has so much control over this mid lane now. Top side obviously massively favoring Doran at this stage here, and Showmaker's on the back. Should it be a relatively safe grub take here with Lucid on the other side of the map. What they've been known for forever, as Doran is going to look to stop it back and maybe look for more.
Yeah, as Ragnarok actually going to be used here. Let's see whether Doran actually wins out on this fight, as into the brush he goes. There's the flash to follow. Will he have it? No, he does not. Doran just ends the Viking. And down he falls once again. All of that, but
Lucid
Faker is now back in the mid lane.
On a good angle here, and he has flash. They can try to make this work.
Let's see whether it does work out, as the bubble is going to connect. That means that the public execution comes down. Wild Growth is fantastic, as Carrier will be able to take one back, as now Lucid looking for it on a pace. He has Red White, but it is not enough. The Ambessa will reign supreme, as Ona just finds the angle, and he's looking to taste even more fear as Lucid dashes, and the smite comes down to make sure that it's Pays that grabs the kill.
Oh boy, that was Lucid's smite there at the end. Pays gets the kill. So the ult on the Ambessa, we're going to go back to this play here, where Faker was able to sidestep his way out. Actually, insanely impressive. Smart pings. Okay, this might just be a free dragon here. TP.
Yeah, Showmaker does have his teleport available as well, as they do steal away the dragon. So that's Drake number 2 going on over to Dplus, as there's the charm connecting. Great Wild Growth to keep Doran alive for even longer, and he'll cut up Smash. He'll finally go down, but the damage is being done as Lucid off on the backline. The slow is fantastic from that undertow to make sure the disengage comes through, and it's actually Dplus that come out ahead.
They do come out ahead.
I mean, for now.
It looks pretty scary. It still looks scary here.
Yeah, Lucid, wild cards connecting there as he's looking to try and dash his way out. Faker doesn't quite have another gold card just yet, as the wild cards are not going to quite land. And nicely done there from Lucid to survive.
It's very strong, as Owner's actually going to enjoy this mountain, or Infernal Soul.
Yeah, we're fighting once again, as Owner is just going to look to try and kill this Viking. He does almost die for his trouble. And now we've got Gravitum coming on down, Smash in a lot of trouble, as there's the ulti out. Good tidal wave does come on in.
Of meta top laners. He just gets so huge, and he's getting even larger here now in this game, taking this whole turret down.
Yeah.
He is a full level, and almost a level and a half ahead of Xiu in this game, and can just run on top of either carry, press W, and say...
Really do too much of anything, and that's why I kind of thought the Jax felt like a better choice.
Smash
even if you're 0-3, you still have a counter-strike.
Smash has no flash, Doran has flash. That's a problem.
Well, Doran does have a lot of money on the table for Dplus if they kill him, so I guess there's that.
T1 are just keeping Smash away with Renekton alone as they look to force this dragon.
Yeah, Showmaker moving forward here as well. It's another steal from Lucid. Nicely done there. Ona not quite able to find the angle. Xiu teleports in real late. And Lucid unable to actually follow him over that wall. The gate moved towards the top side of the map, I believe. Actually, no, just gets him out of there. He was already up there. He was on the bottom side.
So he takes the turret and pieces out, and they don't make an overextension. They don't make a mistake. He'll grab rapid fire cannon, but Xiu will trade this for a turret on the bottom side. Any alone time he can get away from Doran, I think he's very happy with right now in this game.
Oh yeah, still 1,000 gold behind. This 0-3 Olaf is not, you know, it's not the worst.
I am starting to feel like T1 are going to have to make a really aggressive call. I thought that what they were trying to do, because they had red-white with Pays.
Like, wait, but we're here, guys. We should probably do the Baron.
He does have his teleport now, and I think he's going to have to use it.
Yep, Showmaker looks for the Orb of Deception as now Smash gets a lot of damage onto Doran. This Lucian is very scary as Lucid. Can you do it again? That's the question. The answer is absolutely not. He's not even able to get into the pit. As now T1, can you escape? As Doran gets in there with them, and now the Olaf thinks that it's his time to shine. Goes in, immediately goes out. As now Pays gets on forward. That's the public execution, and Faker gets smashed down to the ground. Smash now looking for an angle himself as over the wall he goes. But it looks like just one for the moment as T1, they are walking the wrong direction. Trying to keep their Baron alive as Lucid, the only one without fear by the looks of things. Pays is at full health and Lucid's just dead. There is the Dominus, but the bubble is going to be good, and Showmaker finds the angle to shut down T1.
It's a bit of a disaster here for T1. They got a lot of kills at least, or they got the kill there on the end. It's a lot of kills for Dplus despite losing the Baron. And this is so much gold injected, but T1 did take the Baron off the map, defending this turret here and sidling slows where the next port of call is going to be here. Like, how much damage can Dplus get?
From Showmaker, he does not want to go home today, and he's now looking for even more Dash Cannon and the Spirit Rush, and all the while Lucid is getting an Infernal Soul. And what did we say about Olaf? He stat checks you.
Yeah.
Do you know what you get from an Infernal Soul?
A lot of stacks.
Yeah, you get some stats, baby. So maybe Xiu can actually find some relevance in this game.
And pinch people with this Twisted Fate, but when Dplus have this much oppressive control, if you try to go in as Faker, they'll just turn on you and kill you. As Doran is pushing a big wave bottom side, they're going to go for a TP flank.
All right, well, that's an idea that you can go for here as Ragnarok comes on through. And so that is a big cooldown, although there is a Hexblade, so I guess Xiu should have that. Oh, Crocodile coming out of the reeds. I know about that one. That one's dangerous. They really warn you about that if you ever go to the Northern Territory.
They get the turret. They finally get that mid turret.
Where is this? Where is this Crocodile? It is lurking. Over he goes. Finds Lucid, but he gets McHale's. And T1, they cannot actually get on top of Dplus.
They got the turret. That's all they're going to get, it looks like here. To do this very quickly, and there's just no answer for T1, and there's no one inside. So T1 just have to clean up these waves, and Dplus have such an insane control over this game now. They will actually take a gold lead for the first time in forever as well after this Baron. You have to imagine T1 just sitting back and clearing waves. Pays is level 16, and yes, this does feel very reminiscent to the KT game.
Right now, Smash is just kind of hitting the turret. There's 5 seconds until the Elder is up and available, and it looks like a back is going to get channeled here by T1, and this is DK calling their bluff and being rewarded for it. Yeah. So many times, it's T1 holding all the cards in these scenarios. Decks now?
Probably.
That might be actually a thing. Although, right, here we go. Out comes Ona, kind of regrets the decision, as now Xiu is on the side, but does have the rest of the teammates coming on over as Faker is able to sidestep. Great charm, max range, and they're looking to try and turn it. Remember, he doesn't have the Zonias. Oh my God, Pays, what was that? He just explodes, and T1, they will not go quietly into this good night. They will go quite loudly, and now their Nexus is going to explode.
All right, Dplus pull it off. In the end, better macro. They push T1 into such an uncomfortable position. They have to make an all-in play. It doesn't work. Pays tries for the hero play, but he goes splat.
I loved it, though. The gusto, the idea.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.